that all you got?
Why did you have to ask that, kid?
I think it's common sense that Cecil is right in season 3 of. And this isn't to say that if you disagree, you don't have common sense. No. I made this video because when I watched the first 2 episodes, I thought almost everyone would agree that Cecil was right. But then I opened the internet and wow, like I didn't really see any super great arguments on the Mark side, but I was surprised there were that many. And in this video, I'm gonna go over the main fight between Cecil and Mark as fairly as I possibly can. Okay, so Mark sees the reanimant saving heroes, but when one of the reanimant opens the tube which endangers he and Eve's lives, Mark attacks it. Now the problem here is Mark isn't thinking. It's not like the cyborg attacked him or anything. So why isn't Mark even a little curious? Now let's just say he's angry. I mean, he didn't have a pleasant memory with them. But then he attacks Darkwing and he can clearly see him holding the doctor and talking to the heroes. I get he's angry, but it's not like he's blind.
Why the hell is he here? And why the fuck are those things here?
I'm saving you?
Stand down, Invincible. They saved us. They saved everyone here. We can get to the bottom of this together.
Listen, don't say Immortal didn't do anything, because he said the best thing that could have been said here.
Are you working with DA Sinclair?
Calm down.
Okay, I'm gonna start counting all the calm downs, and literally every time Cecil tried to defuse the situation. Because tell me this wasn't the most threatening thing ever. Like really, what?
You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too? Throw away the key?
Okay, bringing up Armstrong Levi was the wrong call, because that was really just different.
No way. I'm not going anywhere until Sinclair and Darkwing are both back in prison.
Okay, so who's the boss of who again? Why does Mark feel like he can tell Cecil what to do? It's not like any of the other heroes would.
Did you hear me?
Someone is gonna say Cecil lured Mark into the White Room. Look at this clip where Mark literally walks in freely after being told to go home, and then Cecil later stays in the White Room for his protection. Why would you lure someone to protect yourself? I'm sorry, do you know the meaning of that word? Why would I tell someone to go home if I wanted to trap them? Anyway, Mark pulls up to the White Room with Cecil. Once again, Cecil says,
Go home, Mark.
And again,
Please go. The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
such a smart question, Mark.
Protection from me?
No, the Walking Dead.
Do you use these things to keep Darkwing in line? Or Sinclair?
What are you even talking about?
Because you're scaring the shit out of me right now.
I'm not even doing anything.
You're not even doing anything, but you proceed to walk aggressively towards the man. Like seriously, what do you even plan on doing to Cecil?
You think you can shut me up?
Genuinely, what is Mark even talking about? You were walking towards Cecil, and the thing held you to stop walking towards him. It's not like it attacked you. You've literally been shouting at him the whole time.
Mark?
Look at that and tell me Mark didn't throw the first punch. There was no need to do that since you weren't even attacked. Tax dollars, by the way.
Now stop.
Not until you admit to everyone what you've done.
Is this kid joking? Okay, Cecil tells everyone, then what? Darkwing literally admits that he's done terrible things and they didn't seem to be as mad as you. You're literally the only person Cecil wouldn't tell because, as he said,
Well, people change.
I'm gonna reference this soon. By the way, it's very heroic when someone tells you they don't want to hurt you and you reply with,
I'm not the one who's gonna get hurt.
mind you, he hasn't attacked voluntarily yet. So next time when people say Cecil was just waiting to press the button, remember this. Okay, where did Mark think he was going? How is Cecil not justified? Some of you say he used the sound device too early, but did you expect him to stand there and do nothing? Mark leaves and Cecil uses it again because Mark unfortunately is now a threat, and that's a fact. The biggest one on earth, so forgive Cecil if he didn't just let Mark go on his way.
And after what your dad put us through, you're goddamn right I did. I hoped I'd never have to use it, but...
You said I wasn't my dad.
You just threatened the man and told him that people change. Now you expect him to believe that you're nothing like your dad?
Everyone step back. This has nothing to do with you.
He's trying to kill me.
Okay, if he wanted to kill you, he wouldn't have turned off the sound device. I get why Mark is panicking, but he just lied. Cecil was obviously trying to talk here. So why would he think Cecil was trying to kill him?
DA Sinclair slaughtered students. Darkwing killed people in cold blood. Cecil's working with murderers. You all saw it.
It's not like he didn't just tell you they've been reprogrammed. And at this point, Mark is so obviously in the wrong. They all fight and Cecil calls for the shutdown of the reanimate, which goes to show he's not trying to kill Mark. Mark destroys the reanimate Omni-Man style, and I don't think he can control that anger, so I don't blame him. Then Mark goes for his throat, but this time he threatens to kill Cecil live and direct.
And if you ever come near my family again, I will kill you.
Oh, it's not like he took care of your family's expenses and took your mom somewhere safe and provided Oliver with someone who could raise him specially. But I get it, no more spying. Even though his spying is totally warranted because of this.
Pupils dilated, heart rate elevated. He's an alien, so we don't know his norms. But if he were a human, he'd be lying.
The main question is if Cecil should have used the services of Darkwing and Sinclair. And a lot of people claim that that is morally wrong, but I would argue there's not much morally wrong about given the circumstances. Except maybe you should have told Mark and everyone else. And if not, Cecil really isn't obligated to tell anyone. And like I said, it isn't as morally gray as everyone tries to paint it. In fact, not using reanimate isn't the morally correct decision. It's just a stupid one. If you were in Cecil's shoes, which would be better? Keeping Sinclair in jail and having little to no defense against an army of Viltrumite, or keeping Sinclair secured in a lab, brainwashed, and using him to make those things to give humanity a chance. The use of reanimate helped save all the heroes, including Invincible. They helped stop the 2 Mark variants for a while, saving Eve's life in the process. Look, so much for—
He's trying to kill me.
And Darkwing took out a Mark variant at the possible cost of his life, proving that he was successfully reformed and stopping that Mark from causing more damage. It was objectively the best decision, period.
Sinclair's not in prison?
He should be. But Cecil gave him a job instead.
Yeah, the last time I checked, having a job means you get paid.
That is the most messed up thing I've ever heard.
Sure, but
So he just does whatever he wants?
he's literally not.
Makes more of those things?
With donated bodies. Okay, sometimes I just feel like the dialogue tries to make Cecil look bad.
Cecil spent millions to put me back together. Then his dead monsters tried to rip us apart. What even are we to him?
We're weapons. Like his tanks and guns and all that stuff.
I died for this. And you'll die again, and again, and again, and Cecil will never even care.
And now Cecil using the sound device. And I'm not even going to argue if he used it too early or not. Like, I already went over that. But the question is, should he have put it there? And if you asked me during season 1, I would have said probably. But now, it's a big yes. Now, yes, it's a breach of trust in this area, and Cecil is wrong morally, but it's not like if Cecil asked Mark that he wanted to do it, Mark would say yes. Would he? And he did it because he's seen what Viltrumites are capable of, and how powerless he was against one. And Mark isn't his father, yes, but like he said,
Well, people change.
and there's literal mind control in this world. Just imagine if those Sequids actually got to Mark. Earth would be toast. But the sound device would help. This is something even Batman does. And if it were Rex that went rogue, you would stop him with a stronger hero. Who's stopping Invincible? In season 2, Mark took Darkwing in because he killed people. But now he doesn't seem to mind killing who he thinks deserves it. And I don't think I need to explain why this is such a destructive and hypocritical sentiment. Mark having that sense of justice makes him dangerous. Now, you can tell me in the comments what side you were on, or who you lean towards, or what you think in general. And I don't want to hear they're both right. I mean, you can make an argument for that, but tell me who you think is more right. Like, share, subscribe, join my Discord, and let me know if you like this style of content, or if you prefer my older videos. Subscribe again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
But we're still on the same side. We're still trying to save lives. And we're still the good guys.
Psych!
Cecil! I need you, Cecil!